Hi everyone, it really is good to see you guys today. And today we're going to go over a July 18th special. Happy Saturday. We're going to break down the ratings for you guys, but there's so many players that I think deserves justice. So I'm going to do the higher overalls first and then go into lower overalls, if that makes sense, because there's just so many higher overalls. I know they're bigger name players, but they still deserve more credit or less credit than they deserve. So we'll go right into it for time reasons, and then I'll make several videos for part one, part two. So don't act like, oh, don't forget about 77 Kyler Murray. That might be in a different video, okay? Um, I have my list right here. The first one's going to be 98 overall J.J. Watt. I just don't think this guy, after what he did last year, like, I just didn't see this breakout player last year. If anything, he's going to start regressing now. I think this year he'll be 30 years old for his first year in franchise. He's been in the league about 8 years now with Andy Dalton. And I mean, I can't believe it's been 8 years. I believe it's 8 years, if not seven now. One of those two. Okay, 7 or 8. I want to say 7 years maybe. But in all honesty, I just think that J.J. Watt, it's not when you look at that, right? Because, yeah, he's dominant. But if you're going to give him a so-called 98, then why is Myles Garrett right there getting a 93? That's what I'm talking about. Watt deserves a 98 because he's so dominant, but at his point in his career, he's going to start regressing and not be his prime back 2 3 years ago. The thing is that Myles Garrett is nothing in his he's nothing but in his prime. He's going into his fourth year, Myles Garrett. He's the highest paid defensive player in NFL history, I believe. I just don't get why Myles Garrett's not like a 94, 95. Like, I get 93 is kind of low, and I get that maybe 96, 97 is too high for Garrett because he hasn't proven everything yet. But at least a 95, 94 for Garrett because he does have pressure every time. So he has like 30 some sacks in 3 seasons. That's really consistent. So I just don't get why Garrett's so low and Watt's so high. Um, while we're in this area here, Gronk 95. So this man hasn't really proven anything for the last year. He just takes a year off and then, yeah, he's still going to be a 95, 97 range. Yay. I don't know about that. I'd probably give him like a 92, 93. Again, I know it's like 2, 3 off, but still make him prove something that he's back for real. And like taking a year off is actually more than you think. He's definitely a little bit more skinnier, so he's not gonna be the same Gronk. He might get hit and get hurt. Again, taking a year off is more than you think, guys. It really is. Um, coming in and that's all speculation. He has Brady. He has a great system with Bruce Arians. Maybe he will be a 95 or higher in our eyes on the field, but as of right now, it's all speculation. 93 Drew Brees. Look, guys, the man, I'm a Browns fan. I'm not biased. The man lost against the Vikings, succeed at home. He took some sacks and even fumbled. He even fumbled, throwing some bad reads, interceptions. The man has broken so many records. I believe pass yards and touchdowns, whatever it is. The man's a legend. We know he is. Hall of Famer. But at this point in his career, just like Aaron Rodgers, 89, is Drew Brees really 4 better than Aaron Rodgers? Tom Brady, a 90. Is he really 3 better than Brady, the GOAT? Brees has a really high overall, I think, compared to the other pocket passers like Rodgers and also, Brady. So is Brees really still that dominant for him to lose against the Vikings? You know what I'm saying? He hasn't even been in a Super Bowl for like 10 years. More than that, like 13 years. 11 years. Like, I don't know why everyone's saying that Brees is still like if he's that good compared to Rodgers or heck, Rodgers or Brady have been in a Super Bowl, earlier than him or more recently than him. Again, non-biased Browns fan. 92 Chris Jones, 92 Trent Williams coming next. Look, man, Chris Jones right there being 92, that man needs to be a little bit higher. Fletcher Cox is like a 96. Dude, Chris Jones is so good as a DT. He got a 4-year extension worth 80 million, 85 million in incentives. That man is disruptive. He is the centerpiece of that Chiefs defense. Is why, because literally the Chiefs defense is nothing without Tyrann Mathieu and Chris Jones last year. They lost D Ford. They really don't have really that many cornerbacks. Okay, so I'm just stating facts here. Again, being now a biased Browns fan, Chris Jones should go up to a 94, 95. The man got a big contract in the offseason. EA needs to realize really what a disruption he is and just give him a 94, 95 because I think he deserves it. He's a really good sacker and run stuffer. Trent Williams, 92, same reason for Gronk. EA, just doing these copy and paste promos, copy and paste overalls. Trent Williams did nothing to prove himself right now. He had a year off. How do we know he's the same guy? That's why I'm glad Cleveland didn't get him. San Fran can deal with him all I want. That man should be like a 90 or an 89. We don't know if he's still a top 3, top 4 tackle. That's BS. I mean, EA just assuming things. Jamal Adams being 92, he's not on my list. He probably should be a 95, but he was injured last year. So being injured, I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't know. That's just my decision there. I think when healthy, he is a 95, but it's just his full capacity is a 95. But like with all his injuries, you better hope he comes back strong. Coming in next, we have no one there. Tre'Davious White, 90 overall. That man deserves a 92, 93 at least. And again, all these overalls, I'm not asking for a big change, just 2, 3 overall because it's more justice. Tre'Davious White's a scary guy to play. He really is. He was locked down against OBJ when the Bills played him, the Browns. I was at that game. Tre'Davious White's a top corner in the NFL. A 90 overall is just selling it short. The man's scary AF to play. Him against Gilmore, 9 overall differential. Yeah, I don't know about that. Coming in next, we actually have I did miss somebody. 93 Derrick Henry. So the reason why 93 Derrick Henry is on my list is because I'm not demanding a change. I'm just kind of questioning EA because I think Derrick Henry had a breakout year last year, and I know it was like he literally had almost 2,000 rushing yards, and they had like 1,800 or whatever, and like I just think, or even 1,700, like whatever it was, like that man like literally almost single-handedly led the Titans to the Super Bowl, and he rocked the Patriots, he rocked the Ravens, and he was clutch. He did it in the postseason too. So like that's a clutch factor, makes him a higher overall player. He performs well in the prime time. Give that man a high overall. I would say a 94, 95, but 93 compared to Chubb, 92, compared to Elliott, 92. I'm not really seeing Henry's dominance as much as you probably should. Again, I'm a Browns fan. I want Chubb to be better than Henry, but no, that's not how it was last year. Last year, Henry did have a better O-line, but give that man a higher overall. That man earned it, dude. Minkah Fitzpatrick, 87. Again, I'm a Browns fan here, guys. I think he's 6'2". Let me see. There he is, man. Minkah Fitzpatrick. Look, guys, that man balled out. He balled out for the Steelers. He literally bailed them out to literally have them have a chance to even go to the postseason last year. He turned that 0-3 Pittsburgh team around. Pick sixes here and there, making plays. Derwin James is an 89, and he got hurt all of last year. But Minkah in the same draft class, the same time Minkah never got hurt, really. Derwin was out for the whole year last year. And you're going to give Derwin a 2+ overall to Minkah? Minkah balled out last year. Hell no. Moving on, we have 86 Watson, 86 Galladay, 86 Watt, 86 Andrews. Look, man, first one we'll go over is DeShaun Watson. Look, man, Denzel Ward, 86. The man probably should have a higher overall, but he was injured a lot last season, and he also got burnt a lot last season. So Denzel Ward has to prove himself again before he goes up again. Um, for the injury, kind of like Jamal Adams. Deshaun Watson, 86. Look, guys, the man's an elite quarterback. Even though in Madden, like he sometimes sucks, you know, he doesn't play that good. In real life, the man does ball out. He makes great plays. He single-handedly came back against those Bills. So in the wild card round. So honestly, I mean, give that man like an 87, 88, 89, like at least. Like an 86, like even an 87, 88, I'd be happy. But you're going to give that man an 86? That's ridiculous. The man's still a top 6 quarterback, but don't give him that low of an overall for a top 6 quarterback. Greg Olsen, 86. The man's regressing. The man's horrible. Stop. That's like maybe 84. Kenny Galladay, Juju, being his 86s, man. Like Juju had an off year, but like look at his quarterbacks, guys. Mason Rudolph, you know, yeah, Duck Hodges, you know, give that man like an 87, 88. I still think that he made elite plays in his career where he proved himself to be 87, 88, 86 just seems average for a star. That's horrible. Kenny Galladay, same thing. The man had so many. He had a breakout year last year with Stafford. I mean, the man just honestly went off last year. Give that man like an 87, 88, please. Mark Andrews had a breakout year. You're saying Jared Cook in 87 is higher than 86 Andrews? Give that man a higher overall, please. And then last but not least, for right now at least, TJ Watt, 86. That man deserves an 89. That man balls out for the Steelers. Again, without him, I would say no chance at playoffs. That man balls out. He almost leads the league in sacks. If it weren't for Shaquille Barrett, give the man a biggie bag, man, at Wendy's. Like, that man deserves it, guys. Tell me your thoughts on my upper list. We're gonna do a 85 overall and lower list next. Take care, guys.